Bheemla Nayak is a 2022 Indian Telugu-language action thriller film directed by Saagar K Chandra from a screenplay by Trivikram Srinivas. It is a remake of the 2020 Malayalam film Iyappanam Koshiyam. The movie stars Pawan Kalyan and Rana Dagubati. Bheemla Nayak was filmed primarily in Hyderabad between January 2021 and February 2022, although temporarily halted by the COVID-19 pandemic. It has music composed by Thaman S. with cinematography by Ravi K. Chandran and editing by Naveen Noali. Bheemla Nayak was theatrically released on February 25, 2022 and opened to positive reviews. The film grossed between 1612.52 crore, against a budget of over 70 crore. Plot: Daniel Danny Shekhar, an ex-Havaldar, and his driver cross the state border from Telangana to Andhra Pradesh on a night. The police at the check post stop them for carrying liquor beyond the permissible quota, but a drunken Danny, who is furious that his sleep is disturbed, beats them up. SI Bheemla Nayak arrives and hits Danny, explaining his offence. Danny refuses by saying that his destination was in Telangana, but Nayak arrests him nonetheless since Danny has physically crossed the border. A constable humiliates Danny by removing his loin cloth, which further aggravates his anger. The police file infer, but after going through his phone contacts, they are shocked to know that Danny is the son of an influential politician and is connected to politically powerful men. Nayak informs the same to CI Kodandaram, who asks him to treat Danny with respect. Nayak tries to reconcile with Danny, but he refuses to budge. Nayak threatens him with a gun and they sit together. Danny then annoys Nayak for a drink. With no option left, Nayak opens a bottle from the seized liquor and serves, which Danny secretly films on his phone. The following day, Danny is taken to court where he is sentenced to 14-day imprisonment. Danny's lawyer bails out him, subject to his bi-weekly appearance at the police station. In an act of vengeance, Danny releases the recorded video to the press. Nayak is arrested with an order to investigate his actions. Danny challenges Nayak in front of the police station. The villagers, who are staunch supporters of Nayak, try to attack Danny, but Nayak stops them by saying their fight is personal. A local toddy shop owner, Nagarayu, with a grudge against Nayak, joins hands with Danny. A senior politician arranges a truce between them, where Danny would delay sending the evidence to SP, and his mandatory appearance for 2 weeks would be waived off. However, on the insistence of his father Jeevan Kumar, Danny sends the evidence anyway and Nayak is suspended. The following day, Nayak blows up Nagaraju's bar with explosives. Danny meets Nayak en route in a bus and tries to assert his dominance by saying that he made Nayak lose his job. Nayak replies that even if the battle is lost, he'd return to win the war. The police seize Danny's vehicle and arrest the driver in retaliation. Meanwhile, Jeevan meets the SP and submits the evidence that Nayak's wife Suguna has indulged in smuggling by illegally buying forest goods from tribals, which results in her arrest warrant. Knowing this, Nayak and Suguna move along with their baby to a remote place in the forest. Jeevan's men, who track their location and steal Suguna's phone, threaten Nayak for her life. Furious, Nayak attacks Jeevan's men in a lodge. Danny is unaware of his father's actions and asks Nayak to stop beating them. But Nayak blows up Danny's vehicle and they engage in a fight. The police arrive and stop them. Kodandaram tells Danny that Nayak is revered by the locals as an equivalent of the village deity Kokaradevara, hence it's not wise to have a tussle with him. Danny learns that 15 years ago, Nayak killed a ruthless contractor who preyed on tribal girls in order to save them and was seen by the people as their protecting savior. Danny asks Jeevan whether they should compromise, but he refuses. On Jeevan's demand, the SP goes to their place and arrests Suguna, angering Nayak. He goes and meets Jeevan at his home and forces him to call Danny at gunpoint. Danny, who has Nayak's baby in custody, asks him to meet at Arathanda, a place outside the police jurisdiction of both the states, for a final duel. They fight intensively, and just as Nayak is about to use his signature technique of removing an arm, Danny's wife arrives and pleads for mercy. Nayak recognizes her as one of the tribal girls he saved long ago and allows them to leave. They willingly withdraw the cases on each other. Nayak, who is transferred to Telangana, arrives at Danny's home. They reintroduce each other and shake hands. Cast, production, development. In June 2020, Sithara Entertainments bought the Telugu remake rights of the 2020 Malayalam film Ayappanam Koshiyam. Saagar K Chandra, who earlier directed Appatlo Okadundavatu, was signed to helm the project. Several actors including Ravi Teja, Nandamuri Balakrishna, and Rana Dagubati were approached for the lead role. In October 2020, the film was officially announced with Pawan Kalyan as one of the leads, in the role of a police officer originally played by Biju Menon. In December, Dagubati was confirmed the other lead, playing the role of Prithviraj Sukumaran from the original. Dagubati later revealed that he was on board for the project before Kalyan signed in. He compared his character Daniel Shakur with his earlier role Arjun Prasad from his debut film Leader. While both are aspiring politicians, he said that Daniel was an entitled guy who played dirty. The filming was officially launched with a puja ceremony in Hyderabad. The film used a working title Production Number 12 and was colloquially referred as PSPK Rana Movie. The official title Bheemla Nayak was unveiled on August 15, 2021. Casting. Writer-director Trivikram Srinivas was hired for the film's screenplay and dialogues. Thaman S. was signed to compose the music with cinematography by Prasad Murela, editing by Naveen Noali and production design handled by S. Prakash. In July 2021, Murela opted out of the project and cinematographer Ravi K. Chandran joined the film as the replacement. Sai Pallavi was approached to play opposite Kalyan, while Aishwarya Rajesh was cast to be a pair with Dagubati. In March 2021, reports emerged that Pallavi may not join the project, but director Saagar K Chandra refuted them by stating that she would join the production in April. However, Pallavi eventually opted out due to scheduling conflicts. In July, Nithyamenon was cast in place of Pallavi while Samathirakani is signed to play a pivotal role. In September, Aishwarya left the project due to scheduling conflicts. Samay Unitha Menon was confirmed to replace her in October. In December 2021, Brahmanandam confirmed through an interview that he was playing a role in the film. Filming. Principal photography of the film began in January 2021. A 25-day schedule took place at an aluminium factory in Hyderabad. In March, action scenes featuring Kalyan and Dagubati were shot under the choreography of Dhilip Subarayan. The second schedule of film began in April. Later, the shoot was halted due to the second wave of COVID-19 pandemic in India. 30% of the shoot is completed by June 2021, and a special set was constructed in Hyderabad for the next schedule. Filming resumed in July 2021. A new schedule began in December 2021. Filming took place at Madanpalli Yellamma Temple in Vikarabad. Final sequences, including a promotional song featuring Kalyan, were shot in February 2022. The shoot was wrapped up on February 17, 2022, a week ahead of its scheduled release. Music. The film's soundtrack is composed by Thaman S. in his second collaboration with Pawan Kalyan after Vakil Saab. The audio rights were acquired by Aditya Music label for a sum of 5.04 crore. Release. Theatrical. Bheemla Nayak was released on February 25, 2022, one day later after the release of Valamai starring Ajith Kumar and Kartikeya Gummakanda. Earlier in July 2021, it was announced that the film would release on January 12, 2022, coinciding with the festival of Sankranti. However, in December 2021, it was postponed to February 25, 2022 after requests by producers D.V. Danaya, Vamsi, and Dil Raju as their films RRR and Radhe Shyam were scheduled to release at the same time. Later in January 2022, the makers announced their intention to release the film either on February 25 or April 1, whichever is conducive for a theatrical release due to the prevailing COVID situation. In mid-February, the film was confirmed to be released theatrically on February 25, 2022. The film's global theatrical rights were sold for 102.5 crore, including the rights of Telugu states which were pegged at 84.3 crore. The pre-release event scheduled to take place on February 21, 2022 was postponed to February 23 in the wake of death of Andhra Pradesh's Minister Mikapati Gautam Reddy as a sign of respect. In February 2022, vandals slashed screens in movie theaters playing the film in the Toronto area. Home media. The digital distribution rights of the film were acquired by Disney and Hotstar and AHA, while the satellite rights were acquired by Star Ma. The film was originally scheduled to stream on Disney and Hotstar and AHA on March 25, 2022, but it streamed a day earlier on March 24, 2022. Reception. Box office. Bheemla Nayak grossed 161192.37 crore worldwide in its theatrical run. On its opening day, the film grossed 52.1 crore worldwide, including 43.1 crore in the domestic territory and $1 million from overseas. The netted 37 crore in India and emerged as the best post-pandemic opener in Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. Box Office India reported that the lower ticket prices in Andhra coupled with stricter norms by the state government has negatively impacted the film's collections. In its opening weekend, the film grossed 110 crore worldwide, of which 89.40 crore came from India, and the rest from the overseas. The film grossed 150 crore in 6 days, with the distributor's share standing at 90 crore. After 10 days of its theatrical run, the film collected a worldwide distributor's share of 100 crore, with a gross of 167 crore. The film became a profitable venture in the United States, grossing $2.4 million in 11 days.